In this lesson, we're going to learn how to create arrays. And let's start out by talking about what an array is. An array is a way to group several values under one object name. You can think of it as a variable, but it's a little bit more than that. To demonstrate why we need that, I've written a little bit of code here that you can see that shows 5 variables, grade 1 through grade 5, and value assignments for each of those. Arrays are useful when you have a lot of related data that you want to store under one name, as I said. Otherwise, you have to store data in individual variable values. For example, in this program, that's not too big of a deal for 5, but what if we have 500 or even 50 grades? It's too cumbersome to try to store each one of those in an individual variable. And so to get around that, we have arrays. So in this lesson, I'm going to demonstrate how to create arrays. I'm going to show you 2 methods. The first method is to declare the array and I'm just going to go ahead and type it all out first, and then I'll explain what I've done. You create an array by first declaring it by using a data type, here int, open and close brackets, square brackets, to indicate that what we're getting ready to define is an array, the array name, and then an assignment statement where we allocate space for the array. That's what we're doing right here when we write int, when we write new int 5. We're saying allocate 5 memory locations for integer values. And that then creates an array that looks like this. I'm going to just write it out. This is not compilable code. I just want to demonstrate what the array sort of looks like. An array of 5 integers will create 5 spaces, 5 memory locations, and we identify them as grades 0, grades 1, grades 2, grades 3, grades 4. Arrays always start with what we call the 0th element. So these are called indexes or indices, and 0 is the index into the first element of the array. 1 is the index into the second element, 2 is the index into the third, and so on and so forth. You can think of it as mail slots in a mailbox if you want to. The other way to create an array is to not only declare the array but also assign values to it, and we do that like this. We're writing what's called an initialization list, and in that list we provide the values. And so what the compiler does, the compiler first counts the number of values in the initialization list, sees there's 5, allocates that space, and then it goes ahead and assigns the values 88 to grade sub 0, 77 to grade sub 1, 81 to grade sub 2, 82 to grade sub 3, and 99 to grade sub 4. So that would be the second way to create an array. If you already know your values in advance, using the initialization list is probably the simplest way. But either one of these ways work. So with that, we've wrapped up this beginning lesson on creating arrays, and now we're going to move on to the next lesson where I'm going to show you how to work with arrays.